today's world, sometimes being seen as successful carries a Wall Street job, six-figure salary, and decked out in the classiest of bespoke suits. To swap that perception, leave that lifestyle, and for perhaps a more dependent job, less lucrative and not looking dapper is somewhat of a no-brainer. Well, here on Not Your 9 to 5 show, we explore fascinating individuals making tremendous strides in their bid to pursue passion, regardless of whether they eke out fortune. Today, we travel 71 kilometers from Lagos to Ogun State in search of a young man who discovered a rather unique talent and leaves everything for it. Hakeem Onilogbo is his name, and unarguably Nigeria's most talented special effect makeup artist.
My name is Hakeem Onilogbo. Due to the job I'm doing, I'm being called Hakeem Effect. So a special effects makeup artist from Nigeria, West Africa. So award-winning. So I've won different type of awards. So while growing up, because I was born in Ibadan, so in the late 70s, due to the fact that while I was young, I didn't know the implication of my birth certificate, so which reads Hakeem Onilogbo. So instead of Hakeem, so I've been going about with these certificates all about since all these years. So until when it's now dawned on me, at times when I'm being called for an audition or something, so in the midst of crowd, and people will say, Hakeem, so I was ashamed, and people will turn their face at my hand with Hakeem. So people started making jest of Hakeem. So I don't even know. There was a time I wanted to even leave the name. I don't even want to bear the name again. So which I have to change to Kimson O'Neill from Hakeem Onilogbo, Kimson O'Neill. So, and I enjoyed the name. A lot of my friends that we finished secondary school in 1996. So they used to call me, Kimson O'Neill, until I venture into special effect makeup, until sometimes when I found myself in Nollywood. So the first project I did then, it was a Yoruba film. I tell them my name is Hakeem. So, and we have two Hakeems on set. So anytime they wanted to call Hakeem, they said, Hakeem. So I will rush, and the other guy will rush there too. And the producer and the director, Murphy Afolabi, the guy now said, I'm not calling you. If I want to call you, I will tell you Hakeem Effect. And I said, okay. So another time the guy called, Hakeem Effect. So when I rushed there, so ever since that, I now think of it that, this is Hakeem that I've been running away from. So they're now calling me Hakeem Effect. Okay, Hakeem Effect. So wherever I go, they ask about my name, I say Hakeem Effect. My educational background and how I venture into makeup artistry. I came from a polygamous family, so which everything was rosy then. So but when it was 1988, my father lost his job. So and that's how it wasn't easy. But I managed to finish my secondary school education in 1996. Which the man couldn't shoulder the case anymore, so which I had only option to run away from home. So because to feed us it's not easy. So by the time I ran away from home, but out of his struggling, my father struggling, all other siblings that I had, he sent them to universities. So I was the only one that stopped with school certificate. So, but when it got, so after running away from home, sleeping under the bridge, a lot of ups and downs in my life. So because I'm a little bit tough then, so I have to surrender myself and go for an apprenticeship in industrial signage under the tutelage of Mr. Remy Adesada. So Remy Card Art Production Company. So that's where I trained as a graphic artist. So majorly industrial signage. So before the coming of these billboards, the digital billboards. So when we started then, we used hand in drawing. So there's nothing like digital billboard. So we draw with our hands. So that's the company from Mr. Remy Adesada. So he taught me, trained me, I have my diploma in industrial signage. So until 2003 or 4, when the administration of Babatunde Raji Fashola so eradicate the placement of illegal signage on the street of Lagos. So that's how everything finished. So, but God, man proposes and God disposes. So these left me in another phase of life, hunger. There's nothing again. I didn't have any certificate. I'm not a graduate. I'm just a school cert. So that's another phase of my life. How do I venture into Nollywood special effect makeup? I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. All I know is my painting and my brush. While I was young, I happens to be a dreamer. He said, if anything is going to have the gift, if anything is going to happen to me, or somebody is going to die, or something is going to happen, God is going to reveal it to me in my dream. So it's very constant. So if anything is going to happen, so I see it. So when I lost everything I had on traveling, 2006, when the eradication of the signage, everything, so I put my money in traveling, UK. So when I came back, so I didn't have anything on me again because I sold all my properties. So by the time I came back, I was sleeping in a buka, in a kiosk, so with my siblings then because they were living with me when I was okay. So when I had lost everything, I didn't have any option than I just found myself in one church. So I just gave my life to Christ, this and that. So the Conquerors Assembly in Akonwojo then. So when the pastor laid his hand on me, so prayed for me, that night, the man that used to come to my dream, the man came, and the man prophesied that if I can follow him, he's going to announce me to the world. I was saying, he said, I'm going with my people, my family. He said they are not my people, that if I can follow him, that he's going to give me something that the world will celebrate me. He said, what do I have as talent? I said, I can draw. He said, that's not what I deposited in you. I started crying. So because we were Muslim, so my siblings, they woke me up. Why are you crying? I said, this is what I saw. They started laughing at me. So I went to the pastor again. I started going to church. After that, the man will now be coming every night to teach me how to cut, how to do this. I was scared. I didn't know what that was. I called them again, my siblings. I said, one man used to come. He will cut hand. I don't know. He said, they started laughing. They just like laughing at me. They call me pastor, go and sit down. So it was then, we were trying to do a convention then, and the leader of the group, MC Reason, is a popular comedian now. So the guy now said, Baba, can't you do something like the cut leg or accident, someone without hand or cut? And that thing, I just relayed that thing that a man used to come to teach me this thing now. And I said, what can we? I said, hey, I can do it, but I didn't know what to start with. What will I use to start those things? And in the church, the sanitary keepers, a boy, so as we were deliberating among the group that, what are you going to use? Okay, why can't you use this? Why can't you use this? Why can't you use that? And a small boy was just running. He just ran into our midst, and I said, use this thing now. And one of us beat the boy. And the boy was crying that the mother came, that, why will you beat my... And God, I just hear the sound that is, I cause confusion so that you can start with these things. What I've been teaching you, this is what you will start with. There is God though. I had that thing and I had peace. So on that convention day, so I performed that thing and everybody, they were, wow, the pastor, everybody said, hey, life something, they caught somebody's hand. And I said, yes, that's when I started practicing it. And he used to come every night, teach me something. When he teaches me, I try it, I experiment, I just say, wow. I learned everything on set, what I'm doing. So at times when someone just called me that I'm going to do a job, at times I might not know what to use to do that job. But the Spirit will come to me and tell me, before you move from here to that place, you will see what you are going to use to achieve that thing on the floor. And I'll be moving. As I'm going, I just see that thing, and it will bring that thing that I'm going to use. Okay, pick this thing, you pick it, okay, you can use it. When I get on set, it will turn to miracle, and people say, this boy is good, who trained you? Most of the jobs that launched me out are the experiments I did on my own. Not so job that announced me. So I do a lot of experiment. Even if I'm on set, if I'm being paid, half or 3/4 of the money, I use it to buy materials. I experiment. I don't want to know what's my gain or something. I develop myself to invest. So it's those things that launched me out. So most of the transformation, like replication, like I've done Buhari, Mandela. So no one, I don't know what's happening to our filmmakers. The one that is not gory, they don't go for it. So it's only those gory, cuttings and that's what they love. So, but I've done fat suit, I've done a lot of things, but it depends on the script. If an opportunity shows that if I have to do a job of 9 to 5 job, I've mastered myself so to cope with the work the work God gave to me. So because it was the one that gave me this, so I don't have to do 9 to 5 o'clock job again. So I can't be waiting for salary. I can't. Even if I see money now, before a month, I didn't see another one, before I see another one, I'm pleased with it. I was a painter, so a graphic artist. So I do portraits, so I do paintings, branding of vehicles, like working with Nigerian breweries and all of you're branding their vehicles, Fuman. So those are the kind of jobs that I do before. In anything you do, you must have a brand. So the hair is part of the effect in Hakeem effect. So wherever you see Hakeem, you must see the effect of the hair. So if the effect of the hair is not there, that's not Hakeem effect, maybe it's Hakeem. This is not your regular 9 to 5. This is my life. Hakeem effect.